Well, Ulysses, it's been a while, but FanFest is back for the first time in years.
In years, and we're going to talk all about it right now.
You are Locked On Rays, your daily Tampa Bay Rays podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, my name is Kevin Weiss.
I'm Ulises Sambrano.
And we are the host of the Locked On Rays podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Thank you for making us your very first listen every day. Be sure you check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Locked On Rays, as well as all the other podcasting platforms. As usual, you can send us an email or voice memo to lockedonrays@gmail.com. We do have a mailbag episode coming up this week, as well as a very, very special guest. Ulysses, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, and I'll just say it, not going to give the name, but just a little hint that it is the top prospect in the Rays organization that will be joining the show later on this week.
He might not say it, but yeah, a lot of other outlets do. So yeah, it'll be very exciting. We really hope you guys enjoy it because we really did, having that chat with him. Man, it's been a while since we've had some Rays news type of episode.
I know, it's crazy. We have FanFest, we have promotional items that have been released. We have $10 tickets. We'll talk about all of that. And I should also note that the guest that we will be having on this week should be at FanFest. I think everybody's going to be at FanFest. Like every player and coach imaginable that you would want to be at FanFest is going to be at that event. Again, Saturday, February 18th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Tropicana Field. It is free, and I believe parking is free too. You just got to make sure you claim that ticket using the ballpark app. Or, am I wrong on that? Do you have to pay for parking at this thing?
They specified lot 6 and 7, so I don't know if they mean
you better get
you
there
better park
early
on lot 6 and 7 because if not, we're gonna charge you. I don't know, but they were very specific. By the way, just props to Mark Topkin here because he put the article together with so much little nuggets of information. So good on you, Mark. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've got and I mean, it's been so long since we've had FanFest, but they pretty much have the rundown set of they're going to have the charity yard sale. You're going to have opportunities to interact with your favorite players. You're going to have games, inflatables, and mascots. You're going to have various clinics and autograph opportunities as well. I think it's just going to be cool and fun for fans to have this experience again because you kind of get spoiled by it. But the fact that you haven't had it for several years now, I think there's going to be a lot of hype and a lot of participation in this from the fan base. I really see the fan base going all out for this, and we will be there. We will be making an appearance at FanFest, assuming that I don't have to pay for parking. If I have to pay for parking, I'm turning around and driving back home. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we definitely will be there. So if you wanna come and chat ball with us, of course, let us know. And we will do that. It's gonna be fun, man. It's been a long time, and I think the fandom kind of needs these kind of events to feel a little bit closer to the team and to the players. And the players, it might be awkward at times for them to maybe get that much of a highlight or like such close proximity, but they must enjoy some of it too. It's nice to be recognized and to be told, hey, you're doing awesome, hey, you're my favorite player. Like that's such a cool thing for them to experience as well. So it's a really win-win situation when you have FanFest happening. And the last one was 2020, like right before COVID. Like it's like a lifetime ago, and it should be a really good effort. I know I'm looking forward to the yard sale. The way that they're hyping up this yard sale, which by the way, I've been before and it's okay.
I think it depends on when you get to that yard sale. Like you can't that has to be the first thing that you go to. Like you probably just have to knock down people on the way to getting to that thing because all the merchandise is $5. So people it gets scrapped over really, really quickly. So unless in previous experiences, have you been like the first one in and you're just not that impressed by it? Because I mean, I would be impressed by it. It's just by the time I get there to see it, everything's been picked over.
I think maybe not the first one in, so maybe that's why I've been kind of like let down because I haven't really seen like, oh man, with this for $5. But again, shout out to Topkin. He did very well in the description of it that he got me hyped up in that little paragraph about the yard sale. So I'm all about it. I know that there's also going to be a clubhouse corner that has like game use jerseys, helmets, bats, autographed memorabilia.
That's more than $5. That is not
that's
part
more
of
than
the charity yard sale. Yes.
No. That's the clubhouse corner. So that's something different, but it also sounds pretty cool. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Fan Fest. It's gonna be a fun time. I can't wait, man. Like this is a good event for a fandom to experience, and it's been a long time, and I'm hyped.
Question: if you have an opportunity to interact with only one Rays player or coach at this event, who would that be? You have you see everybody at FanFest. Who is the first person that you go up to?
I would go up to somebody that doesn't give a lot of interviews, somebody that doesn't have a lot of spotlight on them, and that would give me more of a candid answer. And that would be Johnny Chirinos, obviously, Venezuelan bump. I would like to talk to a guy like that because I think he would be more honest, less pressure for him to say the right thing. Obviously everybody I think would say Randy, Wander Franco, like Tyler Glasnow, Shane McClanahan, but like those guys give plenty of interviews and they know that the spotlight is on them, so they're a little bit more guarded.
Right.
So if you wanted a little bit more honesty, I would go with an under the radar guy, and that would be Yanni. But maybe you have a different guy in mind?
Yeah, I don't know if I have I don't want to maybe give a specific shout out, but probably one of the prospects that we've interviewed over the last couple seasons. That would probably be my first go-to, but I would be in the same ballpark as you in the sense of I don't want to necessarily go up to the guy that's going to be hounded over by everybody else, and maybe one of those more little known players that'd be more willing to have a conversation and interact with you, which I think Yanni's a really good choice. Now there will be autographs available at this thing. There's, I guess, a couple of different tangents here. There's free autographs from former and current big league players and coaches. And then there's autographs from select Rays players that would require paid passes. Question, Ulises, are you doing the paid pass autograph invitation thing?
No, I'm not doing it, but I would be interested in which former players are coming.
Yeah.
Is it James Shields type of
no, I think it'd be more along the lines of Seth McClung type players.
Okay. Fair enough.
And maybe
Seth McClung has been
I could see them looping in Orestes Estrada and Doug Wechter and guys of that ilk as well.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm saying James Shields just because the whole 25-year anniversary, like maybe they're trying to amp up that stuff. Some of the promos that we're going to be talking about later in the show do mention the 25th anniversary. So I'm like, maybe they do like oh my God, you remember, BJ Upton, James Shields?
I think it could be guys like that, and I don't know if BJ Upton still lives in the area, but guys who have sort of set roots down in the Tampa Bay area, which I know BJ Upton had. I don't know if he still lives here, but like a guy like a Toby Hall, who last I checked lived in Lutz. Yes. Trevor Miller lives in Land O'Lakes. Again, sorry to blow up your all spot, but guys who there's a lot of former pro ball players that are still living in the Tampa Bay area, but I would think they try to go and make an effort to bring those guys there, because I mean, what else are they doing, and how much of is it an issue logistically to bring them there? But I don't know if you're not going to see Carl Crawford at this thing. I would just put it like that.
No, I don't think Carl Crawford is going to do that. But like you said, like if they're not busy doing something, and it'll be nice to kind of get that win-win action of getting some love from fans that cheered you for years. That would be interesting.
Yes, it would be. So it should be a fun time. We'll be there. We might have a little swag to give you if you come up and say hello to us.
Yes.
And Yeah, man, I can't. Did we go to the last FanFest 2020?
The last one that happened in 2020, that's the one where we went. We actually met some listeners, of course, OG listeners, Carlos and Melissa Herrera. They were there. We met them. They're awesome. They're in our VIP club. And if you want to be in our VIP club, like you said, Kevin, come around to us. If we've got some little treats that we can give you, we will. Some trinkets, and we can talk some baseball. And you know what? If you have a trivia question that you want to stump us in real life, why not? Or a name that war, why not? Come to us with a trivia or a name that
or
war.
A topic idea. If you're like, hey, I'd love you to do an episode on this, that, or the other thing, we're all ears. I mean, we're always looking for solutions and show ideas as well. So again, looking forward to that. We have more on this episode, but first we have to tell you something important, and that is FanDuel. The midway point of the NBA season is here, and now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. That's because new customers get a no-sweat first bet for up to $1,000. That's bonus bets back if your first bet doesn't win. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. It's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Then you can bet on everything from the money line to point scores and threes drained. Plus, FanDuel even lets you combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payout with the same game parlay. So don't miss the chance to get your no sweat first bet of up to $1,000 in bonus bets when you go to FanDuel.com/lockedon. That's FanDuel.com/lockedon, LOCKEDON, to learn more. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. All right, Ulises, a couple other newsy related items as it pertains to the Rays. They've released their 2023 promotional schedule, and I'll run through the all fan giveaways and the 14 and under giveaways as well. You have a schedule magnet on March 30th. On April 2nd, you have a 25th anniversary item. It's very mysterious. April 21st, you have a belt bag. I'm not sure what that is exactly. Is that just a fanny pack? I don't know.
It's a fanny pack. They were like, we can't call it a fanny pack, and they were like, all right, let's
a glorified fanny pack.
Yeah.
May 26th, a reversible bucket hat. June 24th, a Randy Arozarena soccer jersey. July 9th, 25th anniversary item. Again, another mysterious thing there. July 21st, a Wander Franco replica bat. August 12th, Shane McClanahan bobblehead. That'll be a popular item, I'm sure. August 26th, another 25th anniversary mystery item. September 9th, a trucker hat. And September 23rd, another mystery 25th anniversary item. And then the 14 and under giveaways, April 23rd, Brandon Lau dog tags. May 7th, Devil Rays socks. May 21st, sunglasses. May 28th, Tyler Glasnow bracelet. June 11th, Raymond squishy. I actually really need that. If that's like one of those stress balls, I could really use a bunch of those. Yeah. June 25th, a Yandy Diaz arm sleeve. July 23rd, a pencil pouch. And August 13th, a Marco snapback hat. Ulises, any of these promos scream to you or stick out to you that you got to go to this game to get this item?
I got a podium, man. You know I love podiums. Okay. I got a podium.
Yeah.
My favorite three of all the ones that you said that I could get, because unfortunately I'm not 14 or under. So the last one you said,
as it though, if you want, might be able to get away with it.
The beard might be a dead giveaway.
Oh, you shave the beard and you're good to go.
Yeah, they might be like, oh, you're like 12. So my podium for the promos is the bucket hat, the reversible bucket hat.
So I think that's fantastic. That's your number 3.
That's my number 3. Okay. That's my number 3. Number 2 is the Wander Franco bat. But apparently, again, shout out to Topkin. It won't be, look at this. This is kind of smart. they're not giving this wooden bat at the entrance.
That's right.
They're giving it when people come out of the stadium. That's when you get the promo. Very smart. You don't want people to have weapons with alcohol. Very well thought out. This is fantastic.
An addendum to that, also smart 2.0 on the Rays, is they're unleashing this item against the Orioles. And I know the Orioles are a different ball club now than of yesteryear, but it doesn't draw like the Red Sox or the Yankees or the Phillies or, big market team X. So I think that was also very clever on them as well. And who knows? I mean, the Orioles, I think they're going to be a solid team, but something could happen and they could be trashed this year as well. That's also within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I think the variance is not. It could be high. I know they were an 83 win team. What's to say that they become a 75 win team? I mean,
they're not the Braves.
Right, exactly. Great that they had that season for them, but let's give them a little bit of time. So yeah, I agree with you. That's terrific to do a really good, strong promo on a day that you might not get a lot of people coming in. And my winner, even though there is not a shred of evidence of what it would look like, it has to be the Randy Arozarena soccer jersey. I'm definitely getting that. But what will it look like? I mean, I'm sure that some people know, but us fans do not. But I am definitely going to want to have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really just have two. My podium is two. The Wander Franco bat and the Shane McClanahan bobblehead. That's what I got. And
wait. With the Shane McClanahan bobblehead, I have two questions for you. Number one, did they do enough? I know they have the Sugar Shane thing, but is it real? Couldn't they have done something more for the guy that was the all-star starter? That's my first question. Did it do enough? Number two, wait. Number two,
yeah.
I mean, just one bobblehead? One bobblehead the whole year? Just one? What do you think?
No, I think big picture, I agree with you on that front. I think really their promotional list is a little tired and it needs some flash, some flair, some comedy. Where's the Pete Fairbanks crazy eyes set? Those little crazy eyes that you can buy. I mean, how much
nice
those can be mass produced. You could do something clever with that, or a Wander Franco Lambo toy car, Lamborghini toy, kind of lean into it a little bit, or I don't know, Harold Ramirez blue hair dye. Tyler Glasnow long hair wig, or a mini surfboard, something. I'm with you. I think that they need to be a little bit more creative with these promos, and they've got some good ones, no doubt, but it's the 25th anniversary. So maybe again, these mysterious 25th anniversary items, they'll really knock down doors, but I would think that they'd want to give at least some hint of hey, you can't miss this, as opposed to some generic 25th anniversary item. What am I going to get, a keychain? Is that what it is? Seriously.
It's gonna be remember when they did the bottle opener because of Ryan Stanek? It had a bottle opener for him.
Yeah.
They just mass produced that, so they were just okay, if we just put a 25th anniversary sticker instead of Stanek's face on it, maybe we can do that. No, I mean, I agree with you. I think that they need a little bit more pizzazz. For example, if Jonathan Aranda has a tremendous season, which we all hope that he does, I need to see a Jonathan Aranda wig. I've been clamoring for this since last August. You can check my tweets. I've said this before. That needs to happen. You're welcome, Rays baseball marketing team. I've given you that freebie. You could do a who has a bunch of tattoos, because they did the tattoo sleeves with Tatman. Remember him?
Who is Tatman?
Roberts.
Yeah, Ryan Roberts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they did a Tatman sleeves thing. If somebody else from the team has that, you could do that. How about fake Yandy muscles?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Or, a little tattoo, the removal tattoo with the guy who has a lot of tattoos. I don't know. I think they could just do more than what they're showing. The other thing too, do you read into any of this? And we talked about it. It's probably been talked about multiple years with KK trade possibilities, but the fact that there's a Brandon Lau promotion in April, a Tyler Glasnow promotion in May, and a Randy Arozarena promotion in June. Whereas you have a Yandy or a Wander one in August and a Shane one in August as well. That those three guys that I mentioned, the possibility of them being traded at some point.
I think it would be very silly for the Rays to trade Glasnow and Lau at this point. Lau is just so affordable for the production that he does. Glasnow he's your number one, and you're paying him what, $5 million this season. So no, I don't buy the conspiracy theory in that. Randy, I could listen to the conspiracy theory. However, I again would lean towards no, because although Randy could give you a nice package from another MLB team, we've talked about this ad nauseum. The Rays have had trouble with the offense. So You're literally giving away your second most productive guy, your third most productive guy. Who are you getting back? So that's why I don't see a Randy Arozarena trade as a good thing. But I will tell you that I find that Built Bars are a good thing, Kevin.
Yes.
And I know that they are, because they're a delicious treat that doesn't have all the fat and calories. Okay. And I've told you this before. They're covered in 100% real chocolate. And what's best about Built Bars in 2023 is that you no longer have to wait for them to come to you. You can go get them yourself. So if you want to order them at built.com, you can do that. But you can also now head to your nearest Walmart, walk to the pharmacy section, and grab yourself a box of Built Bars. You can pick up a 4-bar box of cookies and cream, double chocolate, or you know what? You don't have a Walmart nearby, you have a Sam's Club. You can go to Sam's Club and grab yourself a 13-bar box with hit flavors such as brownie batter and coconut puffs. So today, go get yourself something that is delicious and healthy, and that is Built Bars.
Be one of the Rays promos, giveaways, whatever it may be. You enter the stadium, you get a box of Built Bars. That's a clever idea right there.
I dig it.
Another clever idea for the Rays is offering $10 tickets for all home games, and we will discuss that. But first, I want to ask you this, Ulises. You've been to many Rays games. You've received many a promo. Do you remember or recall your favorite promo or giveaway ever?
Ooh.
You'd probably just look behind you at all those bobbleheads. Maybe one of those. I don't know.
Yeah. The Mike Zunino one, which is this
Florida
one.
Man.
Florida Man is pretty dope.
Yeah.
That one's great. Do you also see Kevin Kiermaier there, like getting a home or stealing a home run from somebody? That's pretty sweet. But for me, I'm a bobblehead guy. So,
yeah,
I mean, duh. So that's, I don't know. That's why I was a little bit confused when they didn't have more than one bobblehead this year. I don't know. That was odd to me.
Yeah. Again, maybe one of the 25th anniversary giveaways is like a Wade Boggs bobblehead, for all I know, or a Fred McGriff bobblehead. That might be the surprise. Ooh. That may be the big reveal.
Well, you know what? I'll take a Jackie Robinson bobblehead too.
There we go. That's the other thing too. That we didn't quite mention or dive into, and I think it was sort of overlooked, is the theme days, like the Jackie Robinson Day and Venezuelan Heritage Day and Margaritaville Day and Pride Day and Star Wars Day, Pickleball Day. There's a whole bunch of those.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, you should look at the race and check those out and see what they have going on for that. So $10 tickets. I think this is awesome. I like the fact that and I know there was the press release and the quotes from the Rays executive team, but I think they hit the nail on the head. Like, I'm normally I normally am contrarian on a lot of things, but I'm with them. Hey, just knowing that a fan can get in for $10 and the consistency of it and just having that available is huge. Now, what I think the Rays have to do is market it and continue to market it. They just can't put out a press release and have Topkin write one article. You need to put it on billboards. You need to put it on banners. You need to promote it throughout St. Pete. You have to present some creative options and opportunities for that as well. If your goal is to get more butts into the ballpark and increase attendance from what did they average under 14,000 this past
13,900. Yeah, right on it, man. Yeah. I agree with you. You can't just be a one article, one press release.
You can't be a one-hit wonder. Yeah. Yeah. You have to continue to press and press. In fact, I think it's like the rule of 7. Like people need to hear and see and breathe something 7 times to really have it ingrained in them.
For example, we've only said that we're going to go to FanFest 3 times. Hey, this is the 4th time. We're going to be at FanFest, guys.
Yeah.
Go talk to us. That's number 4. But, we're doing you're welcome, Rays baseball. We're also putting out, the information that you're giving $10 tickets on every home game, which is absolutely the best thing that they can do, especially at the top of the season, like before any spring training practices have occurred. You already know that this is going to happen. We clap them when they did for the last 3 years or so, or 3 out of the last 5 years because of COVID. The whole the last 10, 20 home games, you're going to have, reduced ticket prices. And we clap, but we're like, if you can do it now, why haven't you been doing it before? So, hey, guess what? They apparently heard, they apparently listened, and they want some more butts in the seats because they have a really good competitive team. And this is a way of getting more butts in the seats. $10 a ticket for every home game. I think they said around 1,000.
Yeah,
seats.
And that can be changed around. They can say, hey, we're going to have 1,500 or 2,000 of these tickets available in the party deck in select lower areas.
Exactly. And so it's not the only, thank you for saying that. It's not only the party deck, it's also like some select lower areas. And if the game is not selling at the rate that they want to, then they'll probably push more $10 tickets to get more people in. I think this is fantastic. I think a lot of people that are race fans that always mention the drive is too long, it's the traffic, which those people are completely in the right to say that. I know I've said it, but there is an inflection point where maybe $10 is just cheap enough that you're like, you know what? I will drive an hour plus there and an hour plus back because it's $10. Like I will do that. So good for them for doing that, man.
Yeah. And that's about as cheap as a date night that you could get. And then the other wrinkle that you can throw into it is, I thought the game was at 7:30 instead of 7 o'clock, and now I don't have to pay for parking. Like that could be the other tie-in as well.
Wait, didn't Stu listen to the episode and and basically told people like, oh no, let's take away that loophole?
He had his park attendant Gestapo get me one time. I was like, I arrived at like 7:29 and they still got me.
Stu's listening. Stu, I know you're listening. Bro, are you subscribed? Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, we are past 600. So thank you to all of you. You guys are all amazing. We have said from the beginning, it's a road to 1,000, 1K. Yeah. That's the goal. We're getting there little by little. So thank you all. Subscribe, Stu. And tell the people that are in the parking lot getting those $20 to also subscribe.
Yes. Last thing before we jump off here on this episode. So you were correct. The Rays averaged 13,927 fans per game last season. That was the 3rd lowest in the majors, ahead of only Miami and Oakland. Man, I think pretty much anybody that's a casual baseball fan can guess the bottom 3 year in and year out. Yeah, it's going to be Tampa Bay, Miami, and Oakland. Maybe not necessarily in that order. But with this $10 ticket option out there, do you think the Rays will eclipse 15,000 fans per game?
No.
Okay.
but there will be an increase. I do believe that there will be an increase. And one more thing about the $10 tickets, they are taking into consideration the people that just buy it and then resell it for a higher price.
Right.
They're not letting that happen by doing two things. Apparently, you can't do screenshots. And number two, you can forward the $10 tickets. Can't do that. So you actually, once you buy the $10 ticket, that's it. That's the holder of said tickets. So I'm glad they're thinking about the loopholes that might get them into trouble. And you know, I think that's, honestly, this is a really good thing that they're doing.
No, it's awesome. And kudos to them for putting this out there for sure. Thank you for making the Locked On Rays podcast your very first listen every day. Now make your second listen the Locked On MLB Prospects podcast. That is also free and available on all platforms. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, and we will talk to you on Tuesday.